What's going on, YouTube and y'all squad? This is your boy Yocrates. Excuse me. And this is your review for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 7, Episode 6. So I want to start off with a redux to touch on something that I don't believe that I said in my review last week. And that was when Ashley said her friend and the spring fling. I thought that she was talking about a different event that wasn't on camera, but it was actually like the party where everybody was at. So there's that, and we get clarity on that this episode. And when Candace said that she spoke to Ashley in private, and that whole thing, if y'all recall, when Ashley first brought part of this information, the whole DM thing, to Candace, she said, "I know how Candace is and how she wants things brought to her away from the group." So she even said that. So the fact that she did this in this moment, we all knew she knew what she was doing, but she knew what she was doing. So with that being said, let's get into the review. I'm started writing stuff down, but like my hands started cramping up and whatnot. So after this, I'm gonna just like try to jump in and jump out. I mean, with the let me move this over because I don't want to splice this. So with the program that I'm using, I can actually do this effectively, so it can go fast enough. But anyway, we pick up where we left off, and honestly, I felt like, well, no, because I felt like we could have ended the scene where they physically were, and then just picked up at the aftermath, sort of, kind of, whatever. Don't really matter. But we pick up where you have Ashley saying Chris has been in other people's DMs now. Can't now look. I done told y'all when people at war, they at war, and I done told y'all how I am and how I feel about stuff and how I get down, right? So Candace says to Ashley, "Well, your husband likes to go to Blank's house because they bleeped that individual's name and slob on the knob." Baby, when I tell you it was a oop, wish he said it. I'm telling y'all. Cause here's the thing, that's how you know you done got somebody with. Cause you, okay, hold on, come on, y'all, stop. Cause if it was, if there was no truth, now I started. God damn. Look, what I'm saying is, if there was no truth to it, like it would have been like, man, that ain't true, da da da. But all Ashley could say is, damn it, I need my glass to read my damn notes. Okay, whew, come on, keep it together, y'all. Ashley asked, "Is this deflection? You ain't got no way to come back. Oh, you want this fast? That was." Yeah, listen, it was we doing this. Oh, come on, Candace. So Candace says she says in her interview that she wasn't supposed to say that. And you know how it is sometimes, like when you going back and forth with a motherfucker, and you got a grenade in your back pocket, and it's one of those where it's like, I ain't never gonna use it, and then it's just like the audacity, and then all of a sudden you not unknowingly just pull it out, pop it, throw it, and once it leaves your hand, like, I wasn't supposed to do that. Like it was that. So she was like, I wasn't supposed to say that. But so and so said he's been a client. And I'm just like, oh, no, you didn't. So Wendy, go ahead. Well, Wendy and Karen both shut that down because I know they're just like, okay, this is going somewhere. It don't need to go. Baby, when I tell y'all that, I'm still. I'm still oh, now I feel bad because she shouldn't have said old boy, but I'm pretty sure she said old boy's name, so it lends to the credibility. But I'm like, damn it, Candace. So I hope this doesn't come back to blow up in her face. But because they bleeped out the individual's name, I'm guessing we just gonna breeze past it. So okay. So Robin. So now you have Candace and Gizzard outside by the tables. You have Ashley and Wendy still inside, and then everybody else is going to see Robin. So Robin, wait. So Robin says her Uber is still 30 minutes out. Girl, stop lying. Stop lying. So then Ashley says to Wendy, she said this then because she wanted to say it in front of Gizzard because the last time they talked, she in that it was because she was going in on Giselle, and so it was you defending your friend that y'all, because again, y'all know Gizzard and Stewie Darby, they literally be plotting at the beginning of the or at the either at the end of the previous season or at the beginning of a season, just like this is what we gonna do, because they did the same thing last season. It's just we saw it when it was a whole how we gonna bring this tea to Wendy. And Gibbs was just like, you know what, I don't want my hands dirty. And it was just like, well, you know, I think she might take it better from you, Ashley. They always do this. So she's sitting here defending her friend. Okay, whatever. And we find out the person in question was Deborah. And you had a lot of people saying that it was Deborah. I didn't know if it was, but she confirmed that it was. And we did get a clip of him just where's my damn phone? Just literally Chris at the bar doing this. Not even saying nothing to Deborah. So if they had the footage, they would have shown it. So either A, Deborah is lying, or B, Ashley just conjured this up just to conjure this up. I'm leaning that Ashley just conjured this up. So Candace pulls Sockneck to the side, and she wants to get clarity on her feelings. Okay, because okay, you felt a way, meaning that nothing happened. You felt a way. Okay, and she wants to know what made her uncomfortable. And Giselle was just like, because here's a married man. We are alone in my room. I felt uncomfortable. I asked him to leave, and he left. So then Candace brings up, okay, well, Chris said that you suggested that y'all go back to your room. And then he also suggested that y'all leave the door open. And Giselle says, I don't remember him saying leave the door open, but if he did, then that just goes to show that he knows it was inappropriate. I sat there like, I know. You lie. You must be. Ooh, this. And see what it. And people put people of the church on high pedestals, and I don't. But because you were a former first lady, this is not first lady behavior. And if Chris did come to you, it was probably, because you were a, former first lady. He's gotten to know you to a certain extent, so I guess he felt that, okay, we could just, shoot the ish and it just be what it is. And when Candace heard her say, well, he knew it was inappropriate for him to suggest to leave the door open. No, it's the optics, it's the perception. So then Candace says that, you know what, this is bull, and there is malice there with her. And then goes on to say, it's people like you that make it hard for those who actually go through sexual harassment and sexual assault to come forward. So here's what she means. That when you have someone that conjures up a story, or they're trying to, over exaggerate something that did happen and turn it into something that it wasn't. And then when it comes out and everything is there and you see what it is, and that does shine a negative light on, I can only speak from the military perspective because I know it as SHARP Sexual Assault Response Program, or when I first came in, it was POSH, Prevention of Sexual Harassment. But it was one of those where you would have people that would have these false stories, and when it would come out, because an investigation had to happen, that it was either false or unfounded, then you actually have women that are going through it where it's just like, okay, they're making light of this. Who's to say if I step forward, my claim won't be taken seriously because of other people? And even if it is being taken seriously, if people's experience is only, okay, all these different lies, it doesn't help and it doesn't bring credibility, especially when you find out that the whole reason for this false allegation was malice. So that's what she means. Like, if you have people where if they feel they can't trust the program or the system, they're not going to come forward. And this is mostly just me speaking to women, because when it comes to men, it's a whole different type of thing. Nevertheless, yeah, that's that on that. So outside of these notes, I don't just click in and out because, again, I don't want my hand to like literally lock up. I don't know if it could happen, but I don't want it to happen. So yeah. So we then have, oh, see, I'm on the wrong dang on page. See, look at me messing up. So we have Stewie Darby. She's at an attorney's office. She lets the attorney know that Michael pretty much wanted them to just, kind of handle this without attorneys and whatnot. The attorney says, look, the asks her, does he have all the cards? The answer is yes. Is like, it's typically the person that has all the cards that would suggest something like that. Because if you don't have somebody that can, challenge, go in, all this other stuff, you might not walk away with what you need to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So then we have Mia, Jacqueline, and Charisse. Mia says she, likes Charisse's, essence, and then shades her in the interview saying how, her eyes, I'm sorry, her eyelashes slide down her face, but she doesn't mind. She likes that. Okay, we'll see how that plays out. They talk about her health, don't care. We find out that Jacqueline's mom is it. Well, I'll say I found out because I don't know if we knew this before, but Jacqueline's mother is the one that brought in Mia, and that's sort of kind of how they build their sisterhood. Cool. Mia then invites um, Charisse to Miami. And then we find out that all the other girls knew via text message chain. We find out there's going to be 6 beds, 9 girls, which means that a couple of girls gonna have to, pair up and whatnot. And Charisse is told that she can pick her own room. I don't know why Mia is kissing up to her, but okay. Candace will be late because she'll be in the studio, and apparently Mia's gonna do something nice for Karen since her birthday falls during the days that they're there. So we now have a scene with Wendy. We gonna speed through, all right? I like Wendy, but I'm just saying we talking about the same things here. Because when we get to talking about the same things, I lose interest. She and Eddie talk about her working too hard. Talk about the restaurant, how it's gonna add a strain to the finances and her health. Then she rehashed the burn session. All right. We got Sockneck, Doobie Wig, and Stewie. So Chris has tweeted about Ashley and Gizzard. Okay, and Michael is in the Bahamas. They ask about the LLC. She says, "Okay, well, they don't have an LLC. She thought they did. That's not what you said before, but okay, cool, whatever. She lied. Michael lied. Whatever." They talk about what's going on with Ashley and Candace, and Robin's, and then the whole Michael slobbing on somebody's knob comes up, and Robin says, "Okay, well she knew." Now, see, here's the thing. I got it. This is out, but if somebody still told you this in private, you still shouldn't be saying nothing. But now it seems like Doobie Wig then chose a side for real, and said, okay, well, Candace told me, years ago, and that, the person in question is a high end escort, and that Michael was one of his clients, and that was that. Ashley says she doesn't care, but I don't believe it. It's like, I don't believe it should have been the first thing, but okay. And then they go back to the whole tweet thing, and Robin says Candace is dramatizing this thing to Chris. I'm like, okay, see, now with this, when Candace see this, I feel like Candace gonna ragtag. I really, I can't wait. I haven't been checking Twitter, but I can't wait to check Twitter. And am I missing anything? Oh, and then you have Gizzard saying that she doesn't even want to see Chris anymore. Like, if she is pretty much is like F you now. Why? Because he's now defending himself and his character online. Okay, and see, this is, but again, I understand his hurt, and again, I'm not trying to sit here and shift put blame on none of that, but it's like, I mean, it's like you need to also, you need to understand the optics and how that is portrayed, and how somebody can run with it. And of course, you have some people where reality TV show, that check is that check, and they will sail whomever up the river to secure that check. All right, so let's go ahead and round this up because my voice box is, acting a little crazy. I feel a little tickle and a little scratch here. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying to y'all what I feel. I'm not claiming nothing because I don't claim things that don't belong to me. But anyway, it's the day of the trip. Karen speaks to Sharice, then turns to the camera and just kind of smiles, just like, I can't believe it. But trying to be cordial. That's cute. In one vehicle, you got Jacqueline, Gizzard, Karen, and Mia. Then you got Stewie, Cherise, Wendy, and Red Robin. Don't care about none of that. So now we're at the Not South Beach House. Okay, it's not on the South Shore. It's not on the beach. They someplace else. It's a beautiful house or whatever. Um, so the rooms have been named either after stripper movies or I guess like strippers, something like that. So Karen is in Potomac T, Sharice is in P Valley, Wendy is in Show Wives, Sockneck and Doobie Wig are in Hustlers, Mia and Jacqueline are in Queens of Diamonds. Obviously, that is the main suite or the main room. Ashley is in Players Club. Now Ashley steals Candace's card and shows it to Gizzard and Socknet, and it's like that's very childish. But it's that whole thing of you see the click and you see how they are clicked up, and it was one of those where it was nasty, it was vile, it was disgusting. I didn't like it, and she is pretty much going to be sleeping with Wendy, and Wendy is in a single bed. I'm trying to figure. Never mind. I don't have to figure out. I know exactly what it is. Mia still feels the way about Wendy from last season. And in addition to that, she's still mad because Candace said that her mother was low budget. This is a mean girl ish. And look, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. I understand petty and all the other stuff. My thing is, if I don't f with you, I don't f with you. The most that I might do is I might give you a room that just has the basics in it, but at least you will have your own bed. Like I'm that. Like again, now if I don't, again, if it's real word and I don't mess with you, you ain't coming. But if I am planning something, I'm at least gonna make sure that everyone has a room. So if we go back to last season, I forget whose trip it was, where you had the other woman in the slave quarters. As messed up as that was, at least everybody had their own room. So let me see. So Wendy peeped that somebody stole Candace's car, and she says it's to Ashley. Ashley like, oh, I think Mia might have it. And then when Wendy turns back, she hurries up and put it down. And my whole thing is, if you, if you an adult, if you own your ish, why not just sit here and say like, oh yeah, I want to see, it is what it is, blah blah blah. And it's like you can't even do that. Again, we don't like Ashley. It is what it is. I ain't gonna drag her. I'm gonna just wait for LT to do it, and I'm gonna watch this video, and I'm gonna get my entire life. Sharice wants pretty much says that she's more than likely going to leave because she has certain accommodations. Um, once she says she likes to sleep with no clothes on and also needs a bathroom. Her room does not have a bathroom, and she actually has a glass door, looking outside. So she might get another room. Ashley doesn't want that to happen, and I think that's because she knows that if Sharice leaves, there is a strong chance Candace will get that room. And again, she ain't never let her beef go with, Candace, but it's like, Ashley, that is your beef. Keep your beef on your beef. So Mia FaceTimes Peter, and Peter says that he has a Wendy. No, he says, tell Wendy I got beef with her when I see her. And I'm just like, the way that came off is very nasty. It's just like, really, Patricia, you got beef with another woman? Golly. But anyway, that's where the episode ends. I gave y'all almost 19 minutes. It'll probably be 19 minutes when I'm done. But that's all I got. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I gave y'all the best that I got. Hopefully whatever I'm feeling is gone by the time we get to the panel tomorrow. But if not, I'm going to thug it out. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you all tomorrow for the panel. Peace out.